Hi, I'm Beth from Z-Man Games, and I'm here to tell you about Hadara. It's a 2 to 5 player game, about 45 to 60 minutes, and it is a light civilization building game. Hadara, which means culture or civilization in Arabic, is a game where you build the most glorious civilization. You'll have merchants, architects, farmers, warriors, many different people will come to help you build your civilization. Over the course of 3 epics, you and your friends will compete to build the most glorious civilization, which of course you get with victory points. And we'll be drafting these cards to pull them into our civilization. You'll see the dials are pointed to the different colors. Yellow is income, red is military, blue is arts, and green is food. As you take cards and draft them into your civilization, your position on the tracks will change. I am the dragon and I'm the first player, so I would get to set the dial. And I think I want to set the dial so that I would be picking from the yellow first. Now everyone does this simultaneously, so each player would take 2 cards. One of them you do have to discard. The other one you can either choose to add to your civilization, or you can sell it, and then it's just out of the game. Now in the future, as you get more cards, you do get a discount on cards. So right now, if I ended up getting another yellow, I would be able to discount the cost of the next one by 1. After everyone has simultaneously drafted, the wheel turns, and then you see which stack you're pointing towards, and you do the same thing. Now in this case, I probably wouldn't be able to afford either of these. So I would probably want to look at these and see which one do I want to keep in the game, and which one do I want to get rid of. So this one has fewer victory points, so maybe I leave that one and I sell this one. So once this pile is empty, that ends the draw phase. Then everyone would look at their tracks and they first take income. And then you look to see if you can take a colony. Now when you take a colony, you can choose to either plunder it or integrate. If you plunder, you get the immediate coin value there in the green. So in this case, I could just take 3 coins. But if I wanted to integrate the colony, I could pay 1 coin, and then I get to flip the colony over. You don't know what's going to be on the back. It's a little different on each one, but usually it's something that will affect your tracks. Then we would see if you can carve a statue. Statues are the same thing. It relates to your culture track, and I would get an immediate boost to whatever track I choose. So maybe I think I really want to go for money to start. Money's important. I would take the yellow and put it right there, and then that gives me a boost of 2. After you've done the carving a statue, we actually go to phase B. One at a time, you choose to take one of the cards. Then you have to see if you can feed your people. Each of these cards represents someone that you've brought into your civilization for their skills. Then you have the chance to buy silver and gold medals. That would be the end of the first epic. Clear off these cards, reset with new ones. You'll end up having quite a good stack of cards here, and like I said, they'll have a discount as you build up your engine. Colonies will get more expensive, statues get more expensive, the cards get more expensive. It's really quick, it's pretty approachable, very colorful. Every single card has a different illustration, so it's got a lot of beautiful art. It's available now, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Megan from Z-Man Games, and today I'm going to be talking about Noctiluca. Noctiluca is a game where you are divers trying to catch these glowing creatures so that you can sell them to healers. They're known for their healing properties, and you'll get points for selling jars. You can play this with 2 to 4 players or as a solo mode. If you flip the board over, there's another map that you can play, so you can save the glowing Noctiluca from a tempestuous storm. On your turn, you'll take one of these divers and place them on one side of the map anywhere. Now you get to decide a number. Let's say I pick the number 1. If I'm going this direction, I'm going to take all the dice that have a number 1. So I would take this purple, I would take this green, and these 2 oranges. Luckily, I think I have space for all of those in my jars here. I'm trying to complete these jars, so I'll take these 2 orange, put them in the orange slots here. Then the next player would go. They would pick a place and a direction, and then on and on. Let's say on my next turn, I go here and I declare 4. So we'll take all the 4s from this direction. Lucky me, I have completed this jar. So what I would do, I would remove these Noctiluca. I would flip this over, and actually I have completed a moon. So I would take this moon token, and those are bonus points at the end of the game. If I've completed the most moon jars at the end of the game, let's say all these were left, I would get to flip them over and get all these as bonus points. So it can be really good to collect all of one jar, or maybe you want to diversify so you can get the most points. When I've completed that jar, I will look over here, there are 3 piles, and I get to select another jar. So let's say I want another moon because I want to collect the most moons. I'll take this new moon jar. When you start, each player also has a favorite Noctiluca. So there are 4 different colors. Mine happens to be this orangish yellow one. So for every square that I've completed on my jars that's orange, I'll get extra points at the end of the game. Let's say on my turn, I go here and I declare 3. So I'm going this direction. I'm going to take all the 3s, which is only 2. But actually, I don't have anywhere where I can put this purple Noctiluca in my jars. So instead of keeping it, I'm going to pass it to the next player, and they can take it if they want to. The game continues around until you've placed all of your divers, and then you'll reset, play a second round, and then at the end, you'll collect all of your points. At the end of the game, you'll get points for any jars you've completed that have some points on them. Any extra Noctiluca that you have will get you a few extra points. Your favorite Noctiluca, and of course, whatever little tokens you've gotten, any bonus points you have for having the most of a certain kind of jar. Everyone counts up their points, they compare their points, and whoever has the most points is the winner.